my friends. Welcome back to A1 English podcast. Let me ask you something. Do you brush your teeth once a year for 5 hours? Of course not, right? You brush them every single day, just for a short time, maybe 2 minutes. But you do it again and again. Learning English works the same way. You don't need to sit for 5 long hours in one day. It's much better to practice a little bit every single day. That's the real power of consistent practice. Let me explain. Consistent means doing something over and over every day. Not only when you feel motivated, but regularly. That's consistency. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you how this daily routine, this simple consistent practice, can completely change the way you speak. Are you ready? Let's begin. Why is this daily practice so important? Here's reason number 1. Your brain learns through repetition. That means repeating the same thing many times. When you hear a sentence again and again, your brain remembers it. Second, practice makes speaking automatic. At the beginning, speaking English feels slow. You stop, you think, you translate. But with daily practice, your mouth starts to remember the words. You speak faster. You feel more free, right? And third, you grow confident. Confidence means you trust yourself. You are not scared to try. Each small practice builds that step by step. So remember, a little every day is much better than a lot once in a while. This is the true power of consistency and the way to transform your English. Not in one big jump, but in many small steps every single day. Even 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Now you may ask, okay, Anna, what should I actually do in those 15 minutes? Let me share 5 simple ideas. You can pick one or do more if you like. First, listen to English. This is so important. Listen to a short podcast or an audio made for learners. It could be a story, a talk, or a daily conversation. You don't need to understand everything. Just listen and catch some words. Do it while walking, cleaning, or making tea. Here's the second thing. Shadow a short sentence. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time. Like an echo, like a shadow. You copy the speaker. We even have shadowing practice here on this channel. This helps with speaking, pronunciation, and rhythm. You learn how native speakers sound. Start small. For example, say with me, I'm going to the shop. Okay, great. Repeat it again and again until it feels natural. Third, read a short story or news article. Keep it simple, maybe 1 page or less. Read slowly. If you find a new word, guess the meaning first. If it's too hard, check a dictionary. But don't stop too much. Just enjoy it. Reading shows you new words and sentence patterns. Fourth, write 1 short paragraph in English. It doesn't need to be long, just 3 to 5 sentences. Write about your day or about your plans. This will help with grammar, vocabulary, and expressing your thoughts. For example, today I went to the park. I met my friend. We had coffee. The weather was sunny. And finally, number 5. Talk to yourself out loud. Yes, really. Talk to yourself in English. Do it at home. No one needs to listen. Just describe what you're doing. For example, I'm making breakfast. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm going to work. This makes you think in English. It helps you feel more comfortable speaking. Now let's see what happens. You practice English today. You listen, you read, you write. What happens next? Do you suddenly speak like a native? No, but something small does happen. Let's break it down. After one day, you feel proud. You think, yes, I did something today. Maybe you learned one new word. Maybe you understood one new sentence. It's small, but it's progress. For example, you hear someone say, "How's it going?" You remember it means, "How are you?" That's one real step forward. After 1 week of daily practice, you have 7 days in a row. You listened, you read, you wrote, you spoke. Your brain feels more comfortable. You remember more. You stop translating every single word. You start to guess meanings, and often you're correct. Sometimes you're not. But that's okay. For example, you see the sentence, "I'm heading to the store." You never studied it, but you guess it means, "I'm going to the store." That's progress. After 1 month, your brain feels used to English. It's familiar now. You know more words. You speak a little faster. You don't need to open the dictionary all the time. That's real learning. At first you felt shy, afraid of mistakes. But every time you write a little, speak a little, you feel stronger. You say, "I can do this. I'm learning. I'm not perfect, but I'm improving." That's confidence. It doesn't arrive in one day. It grows slowly, like a plant, but it grows. So, let me share some simple tips to stay on track. These ideas will make practice easy. First, use a calendar or checklist. Write down your days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then note what you did. I listened to a podcast. I read a story. I shadowed a sentence. Seeing your progress motivates you to continue. Second, set a timer. Sometimes we think, "I don't have time," but you do have 10 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. Tell yourself, "I'll just practice for 10 minutes." When the timer ends, you can stop. Or maybe you'll want to do more. Third, choose the same time every day. Make English part of your daily routine. Maybe morning, maybe night, maybe on a train. If it's the same time each day, it becomes a habit, just like brushing your teeth. And finally, make practice easy and fun. Pick things you enjoy. Don't force yourself with boring texts. If you love cooking, read a recipe in English. If you like travel, watch a travel video. If you like music, sing a song in English. Keep your tools ready. Save a podcast. Open a story. Keep a notebook close when everything is ready. It's easier to begin. Okay, my friend. Consistency is like planting a tree. You water it every day. You don't see a big change at first. But one day you look up, and it has grown. You can do this. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. I'm Anna, and this is a One English podcast. Bye for now. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories and lessons.